Well, hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of Mobile Homes podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of AdventuresOfMobileHomes.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the 69th episode of the podcast. So today, I want to share with you a portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page about the types of paperwork that you should use when working with mobile home buyers or renters, which is the next part of the series on paperwork to use for your own mobile home investing business. And just in case you missed it, be sure to check out episode 67 of the podcast, which covers the first part in the series, which goes over the video training class on the types of paperwork that you should use when working with mobile home sellers for your own mobile home investing business. Now, getting back to things, it's one thing to put a deal together with a mobile home seller and actually purchase a mobile home as a mobile home investor, though the deal isn't done yet. In order to complete the deal, you must either fill the home or sell it outright in order to make a profit. And this involves working with buyers or renters and putting together the paperwork to do the deal completely. And the type of paperwork that you decide to use will depend on your exit strategy. Now, since paperwork can be very scary as first-time mobile home investors, I wanted to go over exactly the types of paperwork that you'll need and the process when working with buyers or renters, including the different exit strategies to use as a mobile home investor. So I decided to put this video training class to teach you what I've learned through my many years of experience as a mobile home investor, and to show you exactly step by step on what works when working with mobile home buyers or renters when introducing paperwork into the conversation and the entire process when selling or renting mobile homes to buyers or renters. So check it out. Here it goes. Hi, y'all. This is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of AdventuresOfMobileHomes.com. Thank you so much for attending another video training class. And this one is actually on the mobile home paperwork that you should use as a mobile home investor when you're working with buyers. And then I'll also go over working with renters as well too for the paperwork if you decide that you want to rent out the homes that you acquire as a mobile home investor. Now, just in case you missed it, the last video training class in the series on mobile home paperwork was working with mobile home sellers and the types of paperwork you'll need when you're working with sellers. So if you missed that video training, don't worry. I'll put a link to that at the end of this post. All the resources that I mentioned will be on, the links will be here at the end of this video training within the post that I have. Okay, so I just want to welcome you to this video training class and thank you so much for attending. Okay, first things first, if you are watching this, that means you are a member of my support page. And as all of my video training classes and all of my posts, as a member, I just want to thank you so much for your support. Thank you for supporting me, supporting my content, supporting me as a mobile home investor, as a content creator, as I share my stories, adventures, knowledge, and experience with you as a mobile home investor doing this for many, many years. If you are new to the support page, I've been investing in mobile homes since 2007. So it's been a long journey. At the time of this recording, it is March 2023. So just want to let you know that I've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of wisdom to share with you all. So thank you so much for your support. And one thing I do want to mention that as a member of the support page, you'll have access to all these video training classes, all the content for as long as you are a member. So in one of these video training classes, if there's something that I said that you want to go back to, you'll have access to those videos, to those resource links, all of that for as long as you're a member. And one thing I do enjoy about having the support page, having, the membership program, thank you again for your support, is that, I can foster a sense of community. More and more, I'm spending less time on social media. So you won't catch me on social media as often as I did in the past. It's just, I just don't have the time now, and my time is limited. At the time of this recording, I'm working multiple deals for my mobile home investing business. And as a member of the support page, you'll have access to all the behind the scenes. I've got a lot of content to put out for you on what I've been doing behind the scenes. But I won't get into that today, since this is a video training class specifically on all of the paperwork that you should be using when you're working with buyers or renters for your own mobile home investing business. But again, thank you so much for your support, and let's move on. Okay, let's talk about what you'll learn. And just like the video training class that I did, where we went over the paperwork that you should use when working with sellers, today I'm going to go over the paperwork that you should use when you're working with buyers or renters as a mobile home investor. So what you're going to learn today is the paperwork that you'll need for your deals, the whole process of working with buyers from beginning to end, what you need to have when you're working with them. We're just going to be talking about the paperwork, and then I will talk about the process, how I do things, and also give you some links and resources to go over so that it could help you as a mobile home investor when you're working with buyers or renters. And then I'll talk about, why is this paperwork even needed in the first place? What is the purpose of the paperwork, and why you should use it as a mobile home investor? And then I'll talk about where to find the paperwork, as a lot of beginning investors, and I've talked about this lots of times in the past, they just stress out so much about the paperwork. And honestly, it's not a big deal. I'll talk to you about where to find this paperwork when you're working with buyers as a mobile home investor, or renters as a mobile home investors, and then best practices that I use in my own mobile home investing business from my experience as a mobile home investor. Okay, so are you ready? Here we go. Okay, first things first, I just want to make a disclaimer here. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not legal advice or financial advice. If you have any specific questions about the paperwork that you should be using as a mobile home investor, I seriously advise you to seek legal advice. If you're in doubt, ask a licensed real estate attorney familiar with the manufactured housing industry in your area if you'd like someone to go over the paperwork that you use as a mobile home investor. Laws, again, differ from area to area, country to country, state to state, okay? County to county, city to city. So if you are in doubt, I would highly suggest talking to a licensed real estate attorney in your area. This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. So seek legal advice if you are looking for that type of advice. This is a video training, and this is based on my experience as a mobile home investor. And that's basically what I'm sharing, what has worked in my area, in my local market. But again, it's going to be different for your market, the types of paperwork, what's going to need to be included when you're talking with these buyers or renters in your area. Okay. But I'll give you some tips in terms of seeking out those resources and getting that advice as we progress along. Okay. Here we go. All right. Like I said in the video training class on the paperwork that you'll need when you're working with sellers, do not panic. Honestly, this is something, and honestly, I got hung up on this as well too. I panicked as a beginning mobile home investor, as a beginning real estate investor about the paperwork. What should I put? What clauses do I need? And where do I find this paperwork? Honestly, it's not a big deal. I'm going to talk to you about what is the most important thing when you're working with buyers, when you're working with renters in this video training class. But paperwork is just a tool that you need as a mobile home investor, but it's not the be all end all of a deal. It's not going to make or break a deal. Okay. And I know that comes as a surprise to y'all, like, oh, what paperwork? But you have to follow what's in the paperwork. That is not the most important thing. I will talk about what is the most important when you're putting these deals together, when you're talking to buyers or renters for the mobile homes that you have and that you're offering on the market. Okay. So don't panic. And one thing I do want to tell you, if you do have any questions or comments about anything that I talk about here, feel free to drop a comment or question below this video. If you'd like, you can also contact me directly. I'll put a contact me link. Also, you can post that question up in Discord, in the Discord community. If you are watching this, that means you are a member of my support page. And as a member, you get access to the Discord community where you can ask questions, post comments, get feedback on your deals, seek resources, and get to know other members in the community who are a member of the support page. Also, you can DM me directly in the Discord community if you'd like. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have on anything that I talk about here. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways that you can ask questions, get the help you need, get the resources you need to be a successful mobile home investor. That's the whole point of this support page and why I'm doing this in the first place. Okay. So there you have it, a portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page on the paperwork that you should use for your own mobile home investing business when working with buyers or renters and the entire process when selling or renting mobile homes. And in the class, you'll learn my exact step-by-step process when working with mobile home buyers or renters from beginning to end, including the types of paperwork that I use to close my deals and also where to find them. Plus, I talk about how to present your paperwork when working with buyers or renters, including my entire screening process and how I ease the paperwork into the conversation to make buyers or renters comfortable signing with me. And I go over what you should be thinking when you're meeting with buyers or renters, including the right mindset to have. And also, I go over the different types of exit strategies to use as a mobile home investor, including what types of paperwork that you'll need for each of these investment strategies, and also where to find them. Honestly, there's an art to this business, which is why most people starting out, well, they just don't do that well. And I go over the right verbiage to use when working with mobile home buyers or renters during the screening process. I take you step by step through my own process of working with buyers or renters and also closing deals from beginning to end. Now, in this 2-hour video training class, you'll learn everything that you need to know when it comes to working with mobile home buyers or renters and the types of paperwork to use. Plus, I share with you resources to find this paperwork, including my own closing checklist, which includes additional paperwork that I use that other investors may not use, and also where to find them. Honestly, I think this is where a lot of people get hung up on exactly what types of paperwork to use and the process of selling or renting homes when working with mobile home buyers or renters. So I decided to put together this video training class to address this issue and also share with you what I've learned as a successful mobile home investor. So you're in for a real treat. Now, this video training class is just one of the perks of becoming a member on my support page. And as a member, you'll get exclusive access to regular training classes like this on different topics around mobile home investing, and also access to detailed posts where I go into more detail about specific topics within mobile home investing that you won't find anywhere else. I'm telling you, this is exclusive content and behind the scenes footage on my own mobile home investing business. Plus, you'll also get discounts to special events. And also, here's the kicker, discounts to my existing courses and classes, including a special extra discount to my Dodd-Frank and Safe Act course, especially for mobile home investors, just for members of my support page. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this special deal. Sign up as a member today. Go to www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/support for more information on how you can support me and become a member, including all the perks that you'll get that I just mentioned. And if you're already a member of my support page, be sure to check out this video training class and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts and also answer any questions that you might have. And speaking of the support page, I just want to give a shout out to a recent new member. So here it goes. Special thanks to Michael, who signed up as a member. Now, Michael writes, "Great content. Thank you so much." Thanks, Michael, for becoming a member. I hope you get a lot out of the membership, and also welcome. And just in case you missed it, I did do a video walkthrough of the support page and what it's all about. You can find it on episode 52 of the podcast, where I celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the show, what it means, and my plans going forward. You can find it at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/52. All right. Now, if you'd like to check out this video training class on the types of paperwork to use when working with mobile home buyers or renters, and my exact step-by-step process of selling or renting homes to buyers or renters for my own mobile home investing business, and also how you can do the same, you can check it out in the show notes where I provide more information and also details about the class. So go to www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/69. Again, www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/69. Well, that's about it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you've enjoyed the podcast so far, please be sure to share it with family and friends. And be sure to follow me and subscribe. Well, that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of the Adventures of Mobile Homes podcast, signing off. Thanks for tuning in.